Hi guys, so here we're going to take a quick look at a new lens from TTArtisan. It's a 75mm t1.5 prime, based on the iconic Zeiss Biotar design. So a bit of general info about this lens. It's a 75mm, which is a nice focal length that sits nicely between a 50 and an 85. At t1.5, it's nice and fast and will be great for shooting in low light. And it does also give you that swirly, interesting bokeh, often associated with vintage lenses such as the Soviet Helios lenses. The lens is fully manual, so there's no autofocus. The focus mechanism itself is beautifully smooth with just the right amount of resistance. It's a nice long throw too, which makes it great for running handheld, and also makes it nice and easy to dial in your focus even without the use of a monitor. The build quality is really fantastic. It's a full metal housing with no plastic involved, and it's got some real weight to it. Surprisingly, flaring is also really controlled. Being a vintage design, I was expecting it to flare really easily like so many vintage lenses do, but this one it was actually quite difficult to get it to flare at times. When it does flare, it looks nice, and you don't need to worry about too much unwanted flaring. So again, I think this is a nice balance. Overall, I've really enjoyed using this lens. I really like the feeling I get from the images, especially wide open. The lens has loads of character and a lot of personality. Add a bit of a filmic grade and some grain, like I've done here, and you've got a really nice vintage look, but from a contemporary lens. At the end of the day, lenses are tools. As a filmmaker that carries out a wide variety of work, you need a toolbox that gives you options for achieving different looks. Personally, I'm always on the lookout for lenses that give me something unique visually, and that's why I was so interested in this one. For me personally, I think this lens is going to make a great addition to my kit. It's going to sit very nicely between my more quirky vintage lenses and their modern counterparts. Particularly at this price point, I think the 75mm t1.5 from TTArtisan is a great lens and super great value for money.